Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Grimm Plays Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. So this is the second Grimm Plays series that I'm going to do. I just finished up the Warhammer Quest Grimm Plays, and that was a lot of fun. I believe it was 70 episodes. It was very long, but lots of fun, and I did enjoy it. So I wanted to continue this with a game that I've played in my past. I'm not exactly sure when Baldur's Gate came out. It came out many years ago, and it was like the cornerstone of CRPGs, character-driven RPGs. It's a game that was a lot of fun. It was made back when D&D Dungeons & Dragons was in 2nd edition, so you still had things like a THAC0, which, for those of you who don't know what THAC0 is, it's 2-hit armor class 0. So it was the number you rolled, you subtract then you take the number you rolled minus your THAC0 score, or 2-hit armor class 0, and then that was the number you got. If it was lower than that person's armor class, you hit them. So that was just a short synopsis on that. That's what I started playing when I played D&D, was 2nd edition. It was lots of fun. And now we're up to 5th edition, and 5.5 is right around the corner. So I just felt like this was a good game to play. So I actually recently started playing a game where I was playing a paladin. That's actually what I plan to play this time for this walkthrough. Well, it's not really a walkthrough, it's a kind of let's play video. So don't take anything I do as like, this is what you're supposed to do in the game to get a good ending or bad ending or mediocre ending, whatever. I've never completed this game in the past. I just played it because I enjoyed it. Hopefully we can get through the whole game. If not, that's okay too. This is just a let's play. So let's get started. I'm going to play a single player game. We're going to go with a new game. Start with gender. There's no difference in this game on gender as far as what your abilities are. Whatever you roll is how your character is set up. There is no significant difference between either of the genders. So I'm going to go with a male character. I'm going to go with this portrait here. I had looked through the portraits earlier. This is the only one I seem to like that fits the paladin, because I'm going to play a human paladin. So we'll stick with that. We're going to go with race. We're going to play human, but I mean, you can choose whatever you want for your game if you decide to play this game. In the past, I've played an elf mage. I've played a half-elf fighter wizard. I've played a dwarf. That was one of the common half-elf characters, was a fighter wizard. I've played a dwarf fighter. I've played a dwarf cleric. I've played a halfling rogue. I even played a halfling ranger. That was kind of interesting. But I don't know if you can play that in this game. I know I played one in, like, when I played D&D. I played a halfling ranger. A gnome illusionist I played once when I played D&D. Half-orc barbarian. Some of them are a little cliche for the type of race, but it was what I tried to play. My most common, what I like to play, is a dwarf cleric. I don't know why, I just enjoy it. So that's our race, is we're going to choose human. Class, as I mentioned, I'm going to play a paladin. You have a lot of class features. You can wear helmets, any armor, any weapon. May not exceed specialization 2 slots in any weapon class. May achieve specialization in 2 slots in any fighting style and allocate 3 slots in 2 weapon style. May use lay on hands ability once per day to heal a target for 2 hit points per level of the paladin. So you do get a little bit of healing for the character, not a whole lot. May cast Detect Evil, may cast Protection from Evil, may turn undead, starting at level 3, may cast Pre-spell starting at level 9, +2 to all savings throw, but your alignment is restricted to lawful good, so we are going to be playing a good playthrough. So I'm going to try, because like I said in my previous game, I tend to try to choose good actions in my games. Down the road, I may be playing a couple games. There's one called Tyranny that I plan on playing, and another one called Overlord, and one called Dungeons. These games you are playing as a antagonist more than a protagonist. You're playing an evil character. But they're made, like the Dungeon series and the Overlord series are meant to be kind of cheeky and kind of like the evil guy trope, if you will, and they're lots of fun. But I'm going to play those later. For this game, I'm going to stick with a good character. And then your hit dice is a d10. You do have these sub-choices, like Cavalier is also a good one. You get +3 against fiendish and draconic creatures. The one thing is you just can't use missile weapons. And like then there's like the Blackguard, which is kind of like the anti-paladin. This is if you want to play a paladin, but you want to play an evil paladin. So you do have those choices, but I'm going to stick with a standard paladin. Alignment, lawful good. And just to show you, if I go back, if we choose the paladin, but we choose the Blackguard, alignment, you're stuck with evil. So we're going to go back, we're going to choose class, paladin, and we're going to choose regular paladin, alignment, lawful good, and then abilities. I'm going to re-roll this until I get something I like. I try to get in the 90s. What I'm going to do, because I started this video once before and started doing this and it took a while to get somewhere in the 90s, I'm going to pause the video here and then roll until I get something I like, because I mean it may take a while. Well, there's 84, 91, just to show you. I mean, I'm getting all in the 80s and 70s. So I'm going to pause the video here and I'm going to come right back to it when I get to a score I like. Okay, so the best I was able to get was a 95. I tried for a little while longer to see if I could get something else, but 95 seemed to be the best, and I readjusted everything. So since you're mostly going to be a melee fighter, I did adjust the strength to 18, dexterity to 18, constitution to 18 for hit points. Intelligence isn't as an important stat because you're not an arcane caster, so 10. Wisdom 13, because you do use a little bit of cleric abilities later in the game. I don't even know if you get to that level in this game because I think it's level 9. I'm not sure what the max level is in this game. I can't remember. And then charisma is 18 because charisma is the most important stat for a paladin for the paladin abilities. Plus it also helps with buying stuff. So we're going to stick with that. Our skills. So we have our choices here of everything we can use. One of the most common weapons in the game is going to be the longsword, and two-handed swords are going to be common. Mace. I like to go with either one of these, either a two-handed weapon style or a short sword and shield, which sword and shield just means a one-handed weapon and a shield fighter. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to have a shield and a sword. You can use a mace and a sword. So we have 4 points to spend. I'm going to put 2 points in longsword, and I'm going to put 2 points in sword and shield style. Now I might change this later in the game and start putting points into two-handed weapon style when I get those points generated from leveling up, because from what I understand, if I remember correctly, there's a really good two-handed weapon that you get later in the game. Okay, our appearance. This is just our sprite. Let's see, hair. I'll go with gray. Let him, rocking the silver fox. kind of deal, like I am. Let's see here. Could go with, yeah, that'll work. Clothing, major color, I like blues or greens. Yeah, I like that green. Okay, minor color, we'll go with a yellow, goldish color. Yeah, that works. I like that. And then here is our voice. So we have our impatient.
Death to you all!
Earnest.
Your life ends here.
That to me sounds like a paladin.
Time for a bit of the rough and tumble.
That to me would be more of a barbarian.
You got this coming!
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Actually, that could be. I think I'd use the scholarly one for like a mage.
Get over here.
No, not really.
Feel my power. Do as I say, and I'll see you through the trials that await. Rest when we can, fight when we must.
That actually sounds like a paladin. I like that.
For justice.
And then there's the Disney's Pete voice. I don't know if you guys know who Pete is. He was one of the characters that was like the antagonist for Goofy and a lot of things, but this is the voice that sounds like Pete.
Follow me, and we will surely be victorious. Being a hero is hard work. Time to rest.
Yeah, gosh, Pete.
Can we move on? Now? Soon? Too soon.
And then we have some of these other, I think these are specific to a expansion that was included with the enhanced edition.
Ha! Death comes for you!
A sound decision.
Have at you! I am an excellent leader. Some of us need our beauty sleep, you know. Batter them into
Nice.
bloody rubbish!
No.
Ah!
No. Nope, obviously not. Nope.
Take them down!
Let's see, let's look at, what was it, commanding.
Feel my power. Do as I say, and I'll see you through the trials that await. Rest when we can, fight when we must.
I like that. We'll stick with that for the paladin. The commanding voice. And let's see. Name. I can't think of a better name than that. Alright. Let's accept. We're going to just play on normal. For a let's play, sometimes I would do easy. I don't know if you can change it later or not, but we're just going to stick with normal. I don't want something that's darn near impossible, so.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the Citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Faerûn. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown.
And that's basically
Lately,
what this story is
Gorion
about.
has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
And so that kind of sets the pace for the story. You don't know anything about your past, and part of that adventure that you're going through is going to be rediscovering your past and how you came about. You start out outside of the inn, and your journal, of course, shows that you need to find Gorion after you equip yourself. You start out with just basic equipment. You can talk to people. So like there's these guys in green. These are all tutors.
Hello.
There's actually an achievement, which I've already gotten in this game, where you talk to all of these guys, and as long as you talk to all of them, you get an achievement for that. So let's go in here. There used to be where you talk to him
Agreed.
30 times, and he gives this guy right here. And let me actually. There we go. So this shows who all is actually around you, like it gives their name and stuff like that. This Firebead Elvenhair, whenever you talk to him, he gives you a quest. But if you talk to him in the original game 30 times, he gave you a bunch of gold. I don't know if it still works. Last time I tried it, it didn't, but we're going to try it one more time. So let's go talk to him.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
So he gives you a quest, and then you talk to him.
It's hard to find
1,
decent folk nowadays.
2, 3,
It's hard to find decent folk
4,
nowadays.
5,
It's hard to find decent folk
6,
nowadays.
7,
It's hard to find decent folk
8,
nowadays. It's
9,
hard to find decent folk
10,
nowadays. It's
11,
hard to find decent folk nowadays.
12,
It's hard to
13,
find decent folk
14,
nowadays. It's
15,
hard to find decent folk
16,
nowadays. It's hard to
17,
find decent folk nowadays.
18,
It's hard to
19,
find decent folk
20,
nowadays. It's hard to
21,
find decent folk
22,
nowadays.
23,
It's hard to find decent folk
24,
nowadays.
25,
It's hard to find decent folk
26,
nowadays. It's
27,
hard to find decent folk
28,
nowadays.
29,
It's hard to find decent
30.
folk nowadays.
So he gave, okay, so it did. He gave you 300 gold. So it does still work. It didn't work last time, and I don't know why. So I'm going to go over here. You can talk to the nobleman. You can loot. Now, keep in mind, some looting will get you arrested. So, like, be careful when you pick locks in front of people and stuff like that, because you can lose.
My hotel's as clean as an elven
You can get
arse.
arrested, basically, in the game. Hello, well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthrop, have ye? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? And then I always answer, you're always such a big kidder, Winthrop. That gets funnier nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with ye, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers, but you know you are always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you. He did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? Okay, so I have a dagger. I want a longsword because that's my key weapon that I'm going to be using. So we're going to use a longsword. And we're going to choose chainmail for now. I'm going to get a medium shield. a helmet. And I think that's everything we're going to buy. And then we're going to sell this dagger. Alright, we're done. Let's go equip everything.
Yes?
So, I for inventory. That. And I believe quarterstaffs, I don't think you can sell them for anything, so I'm just going to toss it on the ground. Okay, and because I had an 18 as my strength, I have a much higher carry limit, so that does come in handy.
As needed.
Let's go check upstairs and see if there's anything else
At any
I
cost.
can take. We have 4 gold. Okay, that's locked. And since I'm not a rogue character, so like this person is in that room, so you probably can't take his stuff.
Me.
Yes, might I help you? My apologies. I have been I've been knee deep in tomes of the keep all day, and I am quite in a fog as a result. Oh, indeed, such a wondrous depository it is. I have returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and have not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that it were so for all of my noble brethren. I fear many come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent, though simple quizzing places the majority of them securely about the chimp level. I am sorry I tend to ramble. Good eve to you. So I'm not going to take anything from that room because he's standing right there. That one's locked. There's somebody in that room, so let's go back downstairs. You can unequip and like punch them out and try to knock them out in order to take their stuff, but I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
So I do know there are a couple of quests in this area.
Hello there.
So, oh hello, have you seen my copy of the history of Hallelujah anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library, so I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and oh, I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really need it back. So she's looking for her...
Shall we continue?
She's looking for her lost book. So again, don't forget to talk to all of these guys
Shall we continue
so that you can get that achievement. I've already gotten it, so I'm not going to worry much about it.
Hello, child.
Just out of habit, I guess I do it. Alright, when you go in here, you're going to get attacked, so be prepared for that. And that's why you want to do that shopping first and equipping your items. Oh, goody goody, I have gone and found you first. You are the Ward of Grimm, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I have made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers. So, you see, you can do very little except die. So, we're going to attack. And we're going to unpause.
I'll crush your face.
And I have these settings to pause when I get attacked and pause whenever I kill someone so I can retarget. It just helps with managing your battles and things like that.
Yes.
And I got a critical hit on him, so that's why he exploded into a million pieces, so hey, great. It's locked. You can try bashing it open. I've successfully forced it open. Alright, well, let's take the dagger. One of the early quests you're going to run into in this game is a quest where you Find out that the mines are spitting out bad. Oh yeah, we get approached. Grimm Stonehearth, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Parda, there was a man in there. He smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Hurry then, child. Equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion on the steps of the library. I had sensed something like this might happen.
Think carefully.
We can go talk to Dreppen. Fildia left one of her books here again. It's in the hay there beside the cow. If you run it over to her and then come back, I've got some plans for you. So this is where we find that book. So there it is.
Hide away that which
you'll
should
want to
not
hang
see
on
the
to a couple
sun's
weapons
light.
because
Again, agreed.
the weapons will go bad with bashing those chests because of the whole rotten iron thing that's going on with the mines of Narshi, I think it is. So definitely make sure if you get another extra longsword, you hang on to one. My book. Oh, you remind me of Gorion when you grin like that. Raising you has been hard on him. I know, but he says it's a toil of love, a toil of destiny even. You must be a very special child indeed to draw such praise from a man of his silent nature. Here, take this little gem of mine. Maybe Rentha will give you a little something for it. So we got 50 experience points, we go with the book, and we got a Linkside gem. So now let's go back and talk to that guy again. So we'll talk to Dreppen.
What do you need?
Nice day, ain't it? Too bad Nessa here ain't enjoying it, though. Her being sick and all, I need to get her one of them potions of antidote of Hull. He stayed out drinking last night and got hauled out of bed to man the gates early this morning, so I bet he's got a few of them lying around somewhere. So now we have another quest. You can go over here and talk to the priest. Doesn't really do much, but this one right here kind of explains the priest.
Shall we continue your lessons?
So this guy kind of teaches you how combat works. So if you talk to him, basically hostile creatures have red circles, left clicking. So this is another tutorial, but you just go through it real quick. So if you fight him, basically you just go through a very simple tutorial. Once you hit him, it's over. And then they walk away. Nothing there. Okay, talk to this guy.
Why Moradin's
And
hammer?
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this building yesterday. Already, hot to it. Get in there. So go in here and fight some rats.
None stand against me.
And last one. Okay.
Yes.
So then let's just go loot this place. Oh, there's another rat. Okay. Anything in there? I don't think there's anything in any of these. Oh, wait, go back. There is a ring. Okay, and there's nothing else there. A couple of useless cats wandering around that didn't kill any of the rats themselves. Talk to them again. Ah, yes, kill them like the rats that they are. A glorious battle unlike any this world has ever seen. Here's 5 gold pieces. Don't spend it all in one place. And it seems to be a trope that happens in many games. It's one of the first real battles you have, quote-unquote, real battles you have is against rats. I always thought it was funny. I mean, not Skyrim. Not Morrowind. It's the one. It was one of the Elder Scrolls. I think it was like every time you go play it, you're fighting against rats as your first big fight. But let's go head down here and go see Hull. He's right here next to the gate. You talk to him. Hey kid, I woke up late this morning and left my sword in the barracks before going on duty. If you want to get it for me, it's in the chest at the foot of my bed on the right side of the barracks. Quick now before the gate warden catches me without it. You'll also find an antidote there. I think Driven needs one for old Nessa. So that gets you the updated quest. Again, here's another tutor to talk to.
Our rules.
And then this gate warden comes to talk to you. He talks to you about, learning more about combat. So soon be gone, will you? Ryan asked me to teach you a wit about the finer arts of mass combat before you leave. Can I pique your interest with it, Grimm? Sundownerth. Yes, gate warden, I would appreciate that. So he tells you to go over to this room over here. Good then, child. 'Tis the thing to maintain control of yourself in the heat of battle, but 'tis quite another to maintain one's authority over a group. I've asked Obi the illusionist to run through a few simulations for you down in the storage cellar. Just follow me this way and I'll unlock the door for you. So if you follow him, he unlocks the door to this building down here, and you can go in there and just see what combat's like.
now.
If you talk to this priest of Ogma, I believe they give you a healing potion.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
So, are you sick? You look rather healthy to me, but you can never tell. Do you need any potions or such things? Yes, that would be nice of you. Alright, then take this potion. So you get a healing potion. So, and I think there's just this desk. It's locked. You can try to bash it. And another potion.
With caution.
So I will say there are a lot of item boxes here. They're all empty. Every time I've checked them, they've always been empty, so don't bother. But just to go through this and show you what happens. Grinstoneheart, the gate warden, asked me to prepare a going away party for you. A bit of mass combat practice is in order, I believe. Well, I'll make it real simple for you. Canderous, Mordain, Arcanus, Dieter, and Osprey are all going to join your party. You'll have complete control over them, same as you will anyone else who might join you in the coming travels. Once they've all joined your party, I'll summon several illusions of common monsters you might encounter outside the safety of the keep. These illusions will attack the party, and it will be up to you to issue the necessary orders to dispose of them. Remember, these creatures are illusions, and they won't be able to hurt you. Try your best to kill them, however, because the real world, pain and harm, and even death are far more real. So before I do that, I'm going to pause the video for a second, because I do have something to do in real life. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Right back. Of course, no time really passed for you, but just wanted to do something at my house really quick. I'm actually in the process, just so you guys know, watering my lawn because it's my watering day, so I had to move a sprinkler around. Alright, and while I'm thinking about that, I need to set my timer for those again. So, now that is done. Alright, so let's go into this battle. Some of your comrades will have magical items such as potions and wands. You'll have to equip these in the quick slots of the characters who have them. Some of them have spells. You can cast these during battle. Remember, even rogues and warriors can benefit from a good understanding of these arcane forms of combat. Every so often, I will ask you if you've had enough. If you have, then I shall teleport you back outside. If you wish to continue practicing, however, then I shall create more illusions for you to fight. Are you ready then? Good, here we go. Okay, so you can choose your characters
Strong dwarven ale.
and tell
Hello
each one what you want them to do. Some of them have spells like bless. I say let's use bless. And
Yes,
let's see.
friend?
She has magic missiles, so we'll cast that.
Hello.
Hey,
Okay, we'll unpause.
Hello.
hey,
So let's just randomly start attacking.
Yes, friend?
So we killed one.
Hello.
Let's go for another attack.
hello there.
Basically, you can focus fire if you just want focus fire. Okay, so
What
I
is the
just
plan?
Walk
Think
back and talk to
carefully.
Obi again. And have you had enough yet? If you're ready to go, I'll teleport you back outside. Otherwise, you better be ready for some more fighting. I think I've had enough. Just take me outside. Okay then, once I teleport you outside, you're not going to be able to get back in here. This is for your own protection, as the illusions I use can sometimes be dangerous. And so we're back outside.
As needed.
Here's another one of the tutors.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Here's another tutor.
Hello, child.
Now,
Shall we
I've already
continue
gotten it. I don't
your
know. I just talk
lessons?
them out of habit now at this point. Okay. This is, I believe, the bunkhouse. I think there's somebody in here who will attack you. Just so I know, what's the sign keys, quick slots. So inventory, character information, return to game, journal, area map, magic spells, options, actions, miscellaneous. Quick save is Q. Okay, that's what I wanted. Just so I had it. So there, quick save successful. I think someone fight you
I
in
have a
here.
blade with your name
Yep,
on it.
another guy fighting, yeah. There. You're Gorion's little whelp, aren't you? Yeah, you match the description. You don't look so dangerous to me. I am his child, if that's what you mean. Foster child. Gotta keep it straight. He raised you as his own, but you're not of his blood. Your head ain't worth nothing if you're actually his child. Nah, I know you're the right one. My ticket out of the gutter as soon as I snuff your lights out. Or snuff your lights. So let's take him down.
Resist and die!
Okay.
For now.
Get his dagger. And see, that's what I was talking about the weapon
You require
breaking.
aid?
So, let's see. We have a warhammer, we can use that for now until we get a new
For now.
longsword. So the weapons are already breaking in this game. And
Agreed.
Then Parda, I believe, comes up to us again. Oh no, this time it's Karan.
Something on your mind?
I heard shouting, Grimstone Hearth. Are you alright? He's dead. Whoever he was, he lunged at me with a knife. Oh, Karan, what is happening to this place? It's not this place, child. It's you they're after. Grimm is waiting on the steps of the central library and wants you to go to him as soon as you have bought what you need at the inn. Oh, Grimm Stonehearth, I have been your tutors for so many years, and only in this moment have I come to doubt that my teachings have been enough. Go to Grimm, child. It is safe for you. It is safe for you here no longer. So. Here's another one of those tutors.
Hello, child. Shall
So
we
make sure you
continue
talk to all
your
of them because of the achievement. Okay. we
Agreed.
talked Fuller.
I should have joined the army.
Ah, what a mead-filled night. That hull is just too much. Poor sap had to go man the gate this morning too. I don't know how he does it. What can I do for you anyways? I was just wondering if you have any errands I could run. Errands? Yes, actually. I need a quarrel of crossbow bolts. If you could get some off Winthrop at the inn, I'll reimburse you. Oh, very well. There'll be a few coins in it for you too, so you can stop giving me that look. I believe this one is the one you need to get to. Or maybe the one on the right. I'm not sure. All these are locked, I think. So... there it is. Hold sword and the antidote you needed. So let's go back around this way. And that guy you're looking for that has the scroll you need is somewhere in here. There's another tutor, so just so you see where that one is. I don't want to go too far to the front because I run into Imoen. I don't want to run into her yet. I mean, not that it causes anything, I just don't want to run into her yet. But you're looking for the guy with the scroll for that guy in the inn. He walks back and forth in like a C shape behind the castle here in the center. There he is.
Young one.
Firebeard has sent you to me, hasn't he? Very well, return the scroll to him, but then you must hurry and speak to Grimm. He is waiting for you on the steps of the central library. I assure you, child, it's a matter of greatest urgency. So I got Firebeard's scroll. So I'm gonna go grab another long sword while I'm in here since mine already broke. Let's go to inventory and just leave that on the ground because I don't need a broken one. Let's go to Firebeard.
Think carefully.
Turn in that quest.
It's hard to find decent sport nowadays.
So he casts a spell on you. And it's basically a thank you for doing that.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
We'll get that long sword and the crossbow bolts. So long sword and a thing of bolts, and we'll sell those daggers, sell that dagger. We'll buy those items. We'll sell the silver ring, and we'll sell the Lynxeye gem. Okay, so we're done there. Let's go back into our inventory. That's Hull's longsword. That's our longsword. We'll hang on to the Warhammer as a backup item for now, just in case.
Agreed.
Okay, so we're gonna go back in a circle around here again. We're gonna stop here at Dreppen.
What do you need?
Give him the antidote. Heh, you're a wanderer, you are. Stick with me and we'll go far. Well, okay, stick with me and we'd probably never leave the walls of Candlekeep, would we? They say the bandits out there aren't after gold or and gems anymore, but just plain old iron. It's one of them whatchamacallits, paradoxes or whatever. It's dangerous, so you want to wear some good solid plate and carry an axe. That'd make Tempest jealous, but rather than protecting you, it just makes everyone want a piece of you, right? Given my druthers, I guess I'd rather stay right here. So that quest is finished. Let's go see Hull and give him the sword. Down here by the gate. There he is. Thanks, kiddo. Brian didn't bring you up half bad, did he? You're lucky to have grown up here in Candlekeep, to be honest. Sometimes I think the world outside these gates has gone mad. What with the fighting over iron shortages and all, and Baldur's Gate will be at war before the season's out. Mark my words. Anyhow, I'm on duty. Here's 20 gold pieces for saving my skin from the chief. So we got some experience and some gold. And now we're going to go back around to the barracks. And we're going to give that guy his crossbow bolts. And I believe he gives you a +1 dagger, which you can get to MON. Thanks, kid. I hear tell you might be leaving this place soon. Watch your back out there, okay? Here, let me give you this dagger. My father killed a hobgoblin with it once many years ago. Stabbed him right in the back, he did. It ain't no broadsword, but it'll do in a pinch. Now take care of yourself. And I believe the dagger you get is a special dagger. Yes. Okay, it is a magic weapon. Okay, so I don't have a spell or scroll, so I can't identify it, but you can identify it later. So, but it is worth doing that little quest to get that. Now you've done everything you can do here, so now let's go back to the front of the keep. We'll talk to Imoen, who will give us a little bit of synopsis of her story, of how she gets involved in this quest.
Hey, I am very proud of you, as I'm sure Gorion
I'm surprised that stuffy old Gorion let you away from your studies and chores. That old fiddle-faddle I stuck off too. Old Puffguts Winthrop was looking for me. But I've got all day to do his chores. You have time for a story today? No, I can tell you don't. What have you been up to? I'm sorry, child, but I am not to tell anyone what I am doing. I must go. I should not tarry about. Either Winthrop will want the beds turned down after you're done with the stables. If you say so. You sure picked up a lot from old Grind. He never tells it straight neither. Good luck on your trip, good luck on whatever you're doing. Wait, do you know of my journey? Grind has said little to me and less to anyone else. Oh, I know, old stick in the mud that he is all worried about nothing, I'm sure. Better go now, 'cause you've got a long way to travel. Not that I would know, especially since I didn't peek in old Mr. G's private letters. No, sir. Better go now. Bye-bye. Go to Grimm, listen well, for without knowledge, life is a mere shadow of death. Okay, so now we're gonna go talk to Grimm.
Oh, my child, I am glad I
This is very unnerving, I know, but you must trust me. It is very important that you pack your possessions so that we may leave Candlekeep immediately. Hurry, there's no time to tarry. The keep is well protected but not invincible. I'm ready to go right now.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Eater of mortals.
You get another buff.
Let's hurry, child.
And then
The
go
night
through
can
this
only get
little
worse, so we must find shelter soon.
short
Don't
story
worry.
here.
I'll explain everything as soon as there is time.
And of course you're going to get attacked.
Wait, there is something wrong. We are in an ambush. Prepare yourself.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
So you're going to run.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Get out of here!
So that automatically happens. You don't have a choice, you run away.
Manus potentis paro.
Dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your ward, the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Okay, so that is the intro to our story, and MON shows up and basically, sorry I followed you, but I never get out of Candlekeep, and those monks are such a bore. Never any decent coin in their pockets neither. I saw Gorion and I'm so sorry. Kind of figured something bad might happen to you. How could you have known? Gorion did not even tell me. I accidentally read a letter on his desk the other day. Can't remember exactly what it said, but he might still have. It might be on his body. Anyway, I'm gonna let you wander around. I'm not gonna let you wander out here alone. Never let a friend down, no sir. Stick with you until you say otherwise, I will. So now she joins you. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the video here. It's kind of a long video because we did the entry part where we made our character and went through the tutorial, the basics of combat and things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out here, and we'll pick back up in the next video where I'm leaving off right now. So thank you for coming along for this. This has been Grimm Plays Baldur's Gate, episode 1, and many more to come. We'll see how long this video series lasts. If you do enjoy these videos as much as I enjoy creating them, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It does help out the channel, and again, I do appreciate it. And until next time, happy adventuring.